Hey guys, my name is Kai, welcome to a new video. If you like this video, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe and activate the notifications bell so that YouTube can tell you when I upload a new video and you can be the first one to watch it. So let's get right into the video. Okay guys, so first off, I never endorse piracy by any means, but sometimes I make some small exceptions. For example, the only times that I buy bootleg minifigures is when I know it's a theme that LEGO will never make. For example, I don't think LEGO will ever make LEGO Mortal Kombat because it's such an explicit franchise, you know, it has a lot of blood, a lot of nudity, so I think it's very much impossible, and that's when the bootleg minifigures come through. Whichever factory these minifigures come from, they make our dreams come true about all the minifigures that LEGO will never make. And actually the quality that these minifigures are made with has increased over the years, because when I started seeing them like in flea markets and all those places, they were made with a super cheap plastic. For example, also the quality from the printing was also super bad, but after some years they are closer to have the same quality of an actual LEGO minifigure. And these ones that I have over here are also super well made, and the characters that we have are Goro, Ermac, Smoke, Reptile, Raiden, Rain, and Kung Lao. All of them in the customs from the first Mortal Kombat game, and they have really nice details. For example, check the shoulder pads, I love how they made those pieces. And the only thing that I didn't like about these minifigures are the accessories that they came with. For example, Goro has this medieval weapon, like he had never used one of those like in the games, or now that I remember. Also the ninjas, for example Ermac has these blue weapons, for example these chains. Also Smoke comes with this small orb. Also Reptile has an axe and Rain has a sword. I would have preferred them to come like with a normal sword or with a kunai or something that resembled like the powers that they had in the game. But other than that, they are really well made. They have, as I told you, really nice details. So the first one that we're gonna start checking is Goro. And this is a really cool figure. I like a lot that it has two torsos. It reminds me of Garmadon from LEGO Ninjago. Also check the details in the printing. It has like his belt, also like some type of loincloth. Over here in the legs, he has like some knee pads. Over his chest, you can see like his muscles, like his pectorals, all that stuff. Also in his arms, he has this printing of this like type of bracelets. Also in one of the torsos, it has some printing on the sides, as you can see, that continues to the back of the torso. Also in the sides of the legs, it has printing. Also in the back, you can see the strap that goes through his chest, also is in the back. Also the hairpiece that it comes with, I think it's a little bit too long. I think it needed to be like more shorter. Also the head, the printing of the head, I think it needs a little bit more of angriness. He looks like an angry turtle. I don't know, it looks a little bit weird. Now we're gonna see Ermac, that as I told you has these blue transparent chains. I don't know why they chose this weapon for him. Later I will change those to some green pieces, so it looks like he's throwing a spell. And as I was telling you, I love how they made the design for the customs of all the ninjas. Actually, I saw that the only one that is missing over here is Scorpion, because I saw they didn't made a Sub-Zero minifigure. And the design of these customs are simple, but that's how they were on the first game. And they have really nice printing. You can see like in the torso, also in the back of the torso and in the back of the legs, it also has printing. I'm gonna take off this transparent base so you can see the printing better. I added that base because you can see that Ermac can float in the game. Also the ninja mask is made from two separate parts that I'm gonna show you in a bit, but first I'm gonna show you the shoulder pads. It's one whole piece, and the printing on the front is the same than in the back. And here's the body, you can see the printing over there. It also has a little bit of printing in the arms, the bracelets. And here is the part of the mask. This part is the one that goes in the mouth. It has a little bit of red. Also here's the headpiece. Also another nice detail is that the color from the eyes of each ninja is different. For example, Ermac eyes are green color, so that fits into each character design. Maybe one small detail that they miss is a double-sided headpiece. All these pieces are really nice. The only thing that I didn't like about them is that there's a small gap between the shoulder pads and the mouth part from the ninja mask, so they don't fit that well. But the ninja mask fits really nice. As you can see, it covers basically the whole face. And as I was telling you, I put Ermac in this transparent base instead of a black one, so it gives the effect that it's floating. Now we're gonna see Smoke, and he has the same printing than Ermac. The only thing that changed is the color. And as you can see, Smoke is gray. Also his eyes are gray, and that changes from Ermac because as we saw, his eyes were green. Also the printing from the headpiece, it's exactly the same one than from Ermac. It also has printing on his arms and also in the back of the torso and the legs. And I was forgetting, at first Smoke came with these transparent blue hands that I ended up putting in Raiden because it makes more sense because he can throw lightning bolts. And over here we have Reptile, and I was thinking that on this one I can change the headpiece to an actual reptile head. Because in the game, when he takes off his mask, you can see that he has like a lizard face. Also, I remember that in another of the games, he was wearing the same classic outfit, but underneath the mask, you could see that he has the reptile face instead of the human one. He has the same printing than the other ones, with the only difference that this one is green and that the eyes of Reptile are brown. Now we're gonna check Rain. Actually, I find it weird that Rain has a minifigure and Sub-Zero didn't. And Rain has black eyes. He's the only one that doesn't have like a special color in his eyes. We're gonna compare all of them, and as you can see, Smoke has gray eyes, Ermac has some green ones, Reptile has them in like a light brown color, and finally Ermac has black ones. Actually, out of the 4 ninjas, I think Rain is my favorite one. I think he is the one that looks the coolest. Rain comes with this blue katana that, as I was telling you, I don't know why they chose these weapons for them, but this katana is kinda cool. Maybe I'm gonna use it for my Quora minifigure from the Tron Leway Diaz set. I'm gonna take his mask off just so you can see his face. And as you can see, it's the same design, the same printing as the other ones. It doesn't change in anything. Also, here we have Raiden's minifigure. He's really well made. As you can see, he has his hat, his face, even his eyes are like white bluish as in the game. He has shoulder pads and it's the same piece than in the ninjas. The only thing that changes is the print. Also, in the back of the legs, he has a little bit of printing. Check out the body, it has a lot of nice details. And a funny detail is that if you see the shoulder pads from the front, it looks like there are 2 small smiley faces in them. And something that I'm gonna add to Raiden so it looks more accurate to the game is that I'm gonna add one of these transparent bases so it looks like he's flying. Also, I'm gonna add 2 lightning bolts so it looks like he's throwing them out of his hands. Actually, I have them already over here, as you can see. These ones are original from Lego. And this is the reason that I put the blue transparent hands in Raiden instead of Smoke, so the hands blend with the lightning and it gives a little nice effect. And with all that, this is how I'm gonna display the minifigure. Also, here we have Kung Lao. It has very nice details. The only thing that I think is missing is a better hat, so he can grab it like from the edge, so he can throw it to whoever he's fighting with. Because the borders of this hat are too thin for his hand, so he can't grab it. So sadly, for now, his hat is gonna have to stay in his head. And check out the details in him, check out the buttons like in his shirt. Also in the legs, he has really nice printing in them. Also in the arms, he has some printing like those bracelets, and in the back of the torso, and in the back of the legs just a little bit. Also on the sides. And really, I cannot think about any other detail for these figures, since the only weapon that Kung Lao used was his hat. And as an extra, I'm gonna show you other minifigure that I think for the moment Lego cannot make. And it's this Spartan, because Mega Construx has the license for Halo. So they are the only toy brand that are permitted to make Halo minifigures. So for the moment, till Mega Construx doesn't leap like Halo, which I don't think they will in some time, because they are going like really well. Like Halo is one of the most successful licenses in their line, and that's why I think we're not gonna see any Lego Halo anytime soon. And this one is a really beautiful minifigure. It has really nice details. The helmet, like the armor, like from the chest and all that. It has really nice details, like in the sculpting of it. I'm gonna take his helmet off so you can see his face. As you can see, it's like a pretty normal face, like pretty basic. But of course, in this minifigure, we're not gonna see his face like very often. We are here for the armor, for the Spartan armor. He also has some small printing in the front of the legs. And the weapon that this minifigure includes is really curious. As you can see, it's this rifle, but it's not a normal rifle. It's made out of metal. Like, check how it sounds. And I find it curious that these Halo minifigures are the only ones that I have seen with metal guns. So I don't know, I found that interesting. And as you can see, he can perfectly hold it, like it's not gonna slide or anything. The only bad thing about this gun is that it doesn't look anything like the assault rifle from Halo. I have over here one from Mega Construx for comparison. And as you can see, they are really different. Also in the size, I think the metal gun is a little bit too big for the Spartan. So for the moment, I'm gonna leave this Mega Construx assault rifle with the Spartan. And it looks really nice. Actually, I like this one a lot because it has like this effect piece, so it looks like it's shooting. It also looks like if it had a skin, you know, because of the colors and all that, so it looks really nice. And I really like this figure. Actually, I was gonna buy more of these ones, like different color Spartans, but I didn't because the visors from the helmet of the other minifigures were in different colors, and I only want them in gold. Okay guys, so that's all for this video. If you like this video, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe, and activate notifications so that YouTube can tell you when I upload new videos and you can be the first one to watch them. My name is Kai, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!